Hi, you guys. All right, if I remember to give your class one of these, go ahead and we're going to take some notes. If I did not, you can print out a copy and add into your notes. This is a summary of 4.5, or if you want to, just put it into your spiral notebook. So first of all, we're going to start with the vocabulary again. An x-intercept is the point where the line crosses or intersects the the x axis. And the ordered pair would look as an x coordinate and then 0. The y would have to be 0. For the y-intercept, that is the point where the line crosses the y-axis. And the ordered pair would look like 0 for x and then whatever your y value is. Finding intercepts by looking at a graph. By looking at a graph, it's very easy. The x-intercept is find where it crosses. There's your point. So it is 3, 0. Okay. And for the y-intercept, you're going to look at where it's crossing the y. So it's 1, 2, 3. So 0 for x and 3 for y. Okay, for the other one, we'll do the same thing. X-intercept is going to be where it's crossing the x. And so it's -7, 0. And where it's crossing the y is 0, 35. Okay, so that's fairly simple. Finding x-intercept and y-intercept. The steps, first of all, find x-intercept by substituting 0 for y and solve for x. And then step 2 is to find y-intercept by substituting 0 for x and solve for y. Okay, so we're going to do a couple examples together. So what you might want to do is draw your line if that helps you to. And we want to, first of all, we want to set, find the x-intercept. So we're going to put a 0 in for y. We're going to do 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 6. That's going to wipe this out because that's going to be 0. So we really have 2x equals 6. Divide by 2, divide by 2. And we get x equals 3. So remember, for the x-intercept, that's going to be 3, 0, because the y was at 0. And then we're going to do this again. 2x plus 3y equals 6. And this time, we're going to solve for the y-intercept. And for the y-intercept, we're going to substitute 0 for x. So 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 6. That equals 0, so we're going to divide by 3 on both sides, and y equals 2. So the y-intercept, we put in 0 for x, and this was 2. So there's your 2, your y and your x-intercept and your y-intercept. Okay, you may want to pause now. Go ahead and try B, C, and D on your own, and then you can check and just. Okay, you can see for B, when you substitute for 0, you divide both sides by 3 and you get 4. So the x-intercept is 4, 0. The y-intercept, you're going to make that, you're going to substitute 0 here, divide both sides by 4, and you should have had 0, 3. Here are C and D. Go ahead and check the work. Make sure I didn't make a mistake. If I did, please let me know. Okay, the next is given intercepts, graph a line. So what you want to do for this is when you're given intercepts, you want to go ahead and think of them as an ordered pair. And so for the x-intercept, you know that's going to be where it's intersecting the x-axis. So that would be the same as negative 4, 0. So you go to negative 4, 0 and plot your point. And then this one is, it's intersecting the y at 2. So this is the same as 0, 2. So you're going to go 0, 2. And then what you're going to do is use your straight edge. And you're going to draw your line through your 2 points. Okay, again, same thing for this one. Go ahead and try it on your own. Pause video and then check. Okay, here's your answer for B. This is what you should have had. For example 5, graph using intercepts. So you're going to start with finding the x-intercepts, and then you're going to graph each equation, or graph the equation, sorry. Label the points where the line crosses. So when it labels, I'll show you what they mean. They just mean put the coordinates. So we're going to start with 2x plus 5y equals negative 10. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to set this at 0 for the y. And that's a negative 10. Let's put that in here. And so that gets rid of that. Divide by 2, divide by 2, and x is going to equal negative 5. So I am going to have negative 5, 0 as one of my points. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Negative 5, 0. And I'm going to label it. So negative 5, 0. And then we're going to solve where we substitute 0 in for x. So that gets rid of that. Divide both sides by 5. And we get y equals negative 2. So the ordered pair for that is 0, negative 2. So 0, negative 2 is here. I'm going to label that. And then we're going to draw our line through 2 points. I'm going to actually use a different color here. I'm going to use this purple color so you can kind of see through that. And that would be all you have to do.